All right, welcome back to SK Hobbies AZ, and I am Stitch. And on this episode, we are going to be talking about part 4 of the ARRMA Kraton XL Ultimate Basher build. And in this part, we're going to talk about what it costs to build what we have done. So stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So yes, this is part 4 of the series on the ultimate Basher build for the Kraton XL. I mean, we set this up to run 8S, but with that motor combination and ESC, we're only going to be running it on 6S. I don't have any intentions on dropping 8S in this bad boy. But needless to say, you guys have asked numerous questions in the comments about what it costs to build this, or that's got to be expensive. It can be, but if you plan everything out properly, you can do it over time and get everything put together to build this. So let's talk about what we did to build this thing. So originally I had a Kraton, and I bought that Kraton used, and started buying some parts for it, got some M2C stuff, got the drive shafts, the Ackerman bar. We also got the emulsion shock caps. We've got the little plate that's on the rear, the little skid plate for it. We did all of that. And in that process, I decided, you know what? Everybody was building these Kraton XLs by extending that chassis and stuff like that. I want to do that. So I did. I bought the M2C rear drive shaft for it. I bought the Mojave chassis, and I got the longer chassis support across the top, and basically did that conversion. So after you do all of that, then I decided, that I wanted to do the ultimate build. I saw everybody getting all the M2C stuff, and I wanted to do that for this build too. So that's what we did. In that process, I changed out the motor that I originally had in it. I had a Castle system. That Castle system went into the Felony build. And so I haven't owned any Hobby Wing systems before, and I decided this would be my my opportunity to put a Hobby Wing system in the Kraton XL. So that's what we did. We got the Max 6 and the 1650. We picked both of those up from ARRMA Hobbies. And the motor was about $119.99, and you guys will see that over here on the side. I'll put up this chart that I have in front of me over here. Also, the ESC was about $159.95. Servo-wise, originally I was running a Power Hobbies 729 MBL in here. That actually we shifted over to the Talon build that we did. So you guys saw that in there. And I picked up a Reefs servo to put in here, but it's not just a regular Reefs servo. It is the Operation 11 Charlie's version of the Raw 500. So that actually ran me about $179. On this list, I don't have it listed as that because I have it listed as the regular Raw 500. But I finally just went back through my receipts, so by the time you guys see it, it will say what the price is up here, that we paid $179.99. And then also I needed a new body for this. And I've seen a couple of people run this same body, including Bars and Tones did this body on his Kraton XL. So I went ahead and picked it up too, and this is the Proline C10 long bed body. And that was on AMain, and we picked that up for $43.99. So that total through AMain, we paid about $463.92. And then Jenny's RC. I needed a new set of A-arms for this bad boy, so I picked up a new set of A-arms, and those were running about $27.97 for a full complete set, front and rear. And then also the tires, the backflip tires. We're not running the Copperhead 2s that are on the Kraton. We're running the backflips that are on the Outcast or the Notorious. So we picked those up, and for a full set of 4 was $54.29. So we spent a total of $82.26 through Jenny's RC for this build. Then we got into M2C Racing. So M2C Racing is where the bulk of the money was. We bought that modified beefcake kit, and the reason why is because we already had the emulsion shock caps, we already had drive shafts, and we didn't need to buy those, so we bought everything but that. So the chassis, we paid $134. We bought the rear tower brace, which that's that new tower brace that M2C does towards the rear that kind of helps keep it from bending on the top. We bought both the front and rear center brace, so the M2C center braces that go on a diagonal down here. We also got the rear and front shock towers, new shock towers. And we've got the rear hinge pin kit. We got the front hinge pin kit, the 17 millimeter hex with the plus 5 millimeter extensions. We got those. We got the input shaft cups to the front and rear differential. And then we got the outdrive cups for both the front, rear, and center differential. We got 3 sets of those. And then, of course, we got a set of droop screws for the lower A-arms. So that came out to a total of $623.03 from M2C Racing. And then the last bit that we did was all that carbon fiber we got from Basher Queen. So we ended up picking up 5 different things from Basher Queen. We got the ESC adapter plate. We got the carbon fiber center brace. We got the carbon fiber steering kit. We got the 2 of the aluminum bulkheads, and that was the bulk of it. Those new aluminum bulkheads that I showed you guys. And so far, they were awesome. They're easy to work with, super clean. Basher Queen did an awesome job on those. And then also we got that carbon fiber and aluminum steering mount, which is the for the steering servo. So we got all of that, and that came up to a total of $389.70. So that's what it took to buy all of this. Now you add all of that up, we ended up spending $1,558.91. Now that is coming from that you already have the RC and you want to do this complete upgrade. So take in mind that if you want to build this from scratch, because you don't have a Kraton, you don't have a, you haven't done the conversion to the Mojave chassis plate with this and stuff like that to make the XL, you're going to have to add that cost into it. My recommendation is if you're going to build this from scratch, check out my ARRMA Talon video that I'm doing, because that one I saved the most money. And with that being said, saving that money was tremendous, because to buy the Talon, you're looking at almost $800. I think it's like $799 or something like that to buy it right now. And then you're going to rip half of that stuff off and replace with M2C and Basher Queen, 3D RC. Now, you notice I didn't mention anything about the 3D RC in here because I already had purchased that. You can get the wing mounts, which you're looking at about $10 to $12 for the wing, and you're looking at, I want to say it's $6 or $7. I'll put it up actually on the screen of what those cost for that front EXP bumper spring. But you add that costing, even with that, you're still under $2,000 to build this bad boy if that's the route that you want to go. But like I said, we've been planning this for a while, and we did this over time. There are a lot of the stuff that is still from the original Kraton V5 EXP that we had here. So there's a lot of that is still the same. But if you guys got any more questions, jump down in the comments section and hit me up. It's an awesome build. I can't wait to get out and bash this thing. We haven't done anything but run it up and down the street a little bit for testing purposes, but we're going to go take it over to the park here soon and test out some new ramps that I'll debut in that first bashing video. So other than that, don't forget to like and subscribe and bash that bell. I'm Stitch, SK Hobbies AZ, and I'm out.